Good evening. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. Yes, it's definitely that time. Hey, Glam fam. Hey, beautiful. Hey, y'all. Yes. Malcolm. Hey, y'all. What y'all want to talk about today? It's Thirsty Thursday. Y'all got your drinks? Y'all got your drinks? Because I'm about to get my water. Y'all forgot? It's Thirsty Thursday. So what we doing? What we doing? Y'all want me to get my drink? Okay. Can somebody bring me the Fuji bottle of water off my bar, please? See, I told y'all. I said off my bar, so it's Thirsty Thursday. So it's water. So that's what we doing. That's what we doing. I got my water. Y'all got yours? Raise your hand if y'all got yours. I got mine. Y'all got yours? Thirsty Thursday, Kiana. You already know how it's going down. How it's going down. It's traffic here in the A. It's definitely traffic here in the A. Yes. One more thing, too. This. So I need
a cup of ice.
Yeah, and can you put some juice, please? Thanks. Yes. See? Kiana. You see? Water is good for you. Water. Malcolm, how you been? Welcome to my Glam fam. Y'all already know how we do. We waiting for some more people to chime in with us, but today is Thirsty Thursday. Yesterday we talked about forgiveness. Water. Yesterday we talked about forgiveness. Forgive. It don't matter. Yesterday we talked about forgiveness. I kind of wanted to stay right there because we was at a space and a place yesterday where it did touch a lot of people. And the young lady that, for those that were on yesterday, the young lady Mecca that spoke, she went into detail with me later on last night, about her story. And yes, she does have a story to tell. Yes, her mess is a message to somebody. So when she get to the point where she's able to talk about it like I'm able to talk about the things that I've been through, then she'll come back and explain what happened and how she's overcoming it, because she's not there yet. So remember we talked about her still feeling that hatred on her heart. That hatred on her heart. I was running around. I'm so mad. I missed it. It's okay. You can always go back. Hey, Lise. Hey. So, and we were talking about, can you get mommy a straw, please? Thanks. Appreciate it. And she was talking about how she still have a little hatred on her heart. And I basically was explaining to her, sometimes we got to let things go. You got to let things go so that you're able to accept the things that God has in store for you. Sometimes we block our blessings, holding anger and hatred towards people that may have mistreated us or did us wrong. And it's not because we don't want to receive our blessings. It's just because we live in flesh. So we human. So at times that's what happens when somebody pisses you off, somebody mistreats you, do you wrong, even in a domestic violence situation. Even at that point, we hold grudges. We feel as if, I don't care, this person can't say nothing to me, can't do this, that, but we have to learn to let things go. We do. We have to learn to let things go. And I find myself guilty of that. And I'm learning to be better at it as I grow. But I have gotten better because now I'm at a place in a space in my life where I'm not allowing anyone to steal my joy or my peace. So I'm learning. So remember, this is social therapy for everybody. So our mess becomes a message to somebody. Um, this is a no judge zone here at Glam Talk. So remember, I love this. I enjoy when it's time for me to get on and talk to my Glam fam. And when I don't get on, I miss y'all so much, so much. But because that topic yesterday, forgiveness, it it touched a lot of people. We're gonna stay there for today. We're gonna stay there for today. Um, I just need to let everybody know how much important it is for you to forgive the people that hurt you. It's very, very important to forgive. It's important. And I'm not telling you to forget what they have may have done to you. I'm not telling you to forget it, but what I'm telling you to forgive them, because you need to be able to receive your blessing that God has in store. And it's not that God isn't blessing you, because you still may receive blessings, but you don't receive, you're not going to receive the abundance. Because how can you say that you love God when you say that you don't love the person that you see every day? So you got to learn to you 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 got to learn to forgive. You got to learn to forgive. You have to. You have to. What don't kill you make you stronger. What don't kill you makes you stronger. Hey y'all. Hey to everybody that logged in. I'm sorry. I'm just moving my camera around. To everybody that logged in, this is Glam Talk. I do this each and every day, Monday through Friday at 8:30. At 8:30 p.m. I stay on for about an hour, and we have social therapy amongst each other. We talk about, different issues and different problems we may be going through, or we overcame or overcoming. So, and we talked about forgiveness on yesterday. Beautiful. Can you type that for me? Forgiveness. Um, and we gonna stay right there. We gonna because we need to understand how important it is, and how we need to know, we meaning myself as well, need to know that we need to forgive the people that hurt us, so that we're able to have an open mind and an open heart on what God has in store for us. Because we have not, if we don't forgive, guess what, we don't even know our purpose. We're not learning our purpose. Thanks. We need to learn our purpose. Yes, forgiveness is for you. You can't move forward without it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I'm trying to, express to the Glam fam, that forgiveness is not about the other person. It's not about the other person. It's about you. It's about you being able to get certain things off of your chest, and the weight lifted up off of you, so that you're able to move on, so that you're able to say, okay, that didn't kill me. It made me stronger. It made me the woman or the man that I am today, or that I'm becoming today. Uh, and sometimes people forget, people lose who they are when they hold so much anger and animosity within them, because they just take it out on other people that have nothing to do with it, nothing at all to do with it. And it's sad. And when I went through my domestic violence situation, honestly, when I went through my domestic violence situation, um I was so angry. I was like so pissed off all the time, mad, because he was abusing me. And at the time, at first, I had to keep it within myself, because I didn't have nobody to talk to, because I thought that people was going to judge me or make me feel some type of way, because I was going through this, and I was stupid, and I was a fool, and so I was worried about what others would say. um and then when I got to, and as I got, to the point where I was able to say, okay, this is it. Enough is enough. Let me tell my mom. Let me tell people what's going on. So I looked at it a little different. And it made me feel as if like, okay, so if I'm talking to these people, somebody got to help me. Somebody got to figure out. I got to figure out how I can help myself. So and then my thought of thinking began to change. And then again, after it was all over, like I told y'all, I had to forgive him on my own so that I can be in a better place in a space in my life. So I didn't at first. I did not, and I'm being honest. I did not at first. But when I realized how much forgiveness meant and what it was doing to me, damaging me as a person. It was damaging me as a person because I was taking my anger and um my animosity out sometimes on my kids because I was mad at him or feeling some type of way. I used to be so angry. Hey, Mecca, I used to be so angry, and it was affecting other people that I was around. So I had to learn to forgive him, let it go, allow the man upstairs to handle the situation. And I did just that. And I'm still here. I made it. I made it. And like I said, when he got into a situation and he had got paralyzed from the mid chest down or chest down, and he was on his dying bed. And in the midst of him being on his dying bed, I had not seen him in maybe a few years, and I had seen his sister and his mom, and they told me he was in the hospital, this, that, and the third. So I went there. They said he asked for you. I no, I gave her my number. She told him that she seen me, and then she called me and said he asked for you. So when I got to the hospital, his first words he said to me was, "I'm sorry," and my words to him was, "I've been forgave you. You don't owe me a sorry. You don't owe me a sorry." And that's how even before that, I I wasn't able to move on because I was so angry. So, but when I started to forgive him, things changed. Doors open. Like I felt I felt different. I did. So that's why I'm telling you, forgiveness is very, 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 very important. Mac, I did get your message, babe, and I did go over it, and I was tired today, literally tired. So I didn't get a chance to call you so that we can elaborate on it a little bit more. But we're gonna talk more. Yes, but forgiveness, forgiveness is very important. Removing hatred is very important as well. Um, so, you know, I'm here. We here. Glam fam, we all here. So we all here to support and help each other. Um, Mecca, sometimes when you can't get to me, you always got my mom, but Glam fam is, even if you see somebody that's always on commenting, beautiful is one. Um, get to know each other, talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs somebody to talk to. You don't have to tell all your business to whomever if you don't feel comfortable, but sometimes somebody just need that person that they can just vent to. And that's what I want my Glam fam to do. Y'all can call me anytime, all times of the night. I'm probably up, and if I don't listen, I answer my phone sleeping. I might say who this, even though I got your number stored, but I just answered it. I just answered it. Um, hey Daisy, how are you, babes? Yes. So today we're talking about we're gonna stick there because that did something to me. That did something to me. So we're gonna stay right there. Mac, is anything you gotta say today? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hey Gucci Red. Yeah, beautiful is always up. Call her whenever. She's definitely always up. Oh my goodness, she's definitely always up. Yes. Um, and I know I always say about my domestic violence relationship, right? But sometimes I feel like that's what made me who I am today. That's what made me who I am today. Um, Some people, phew, what I went through is like really unexplainable because um, it was crazy. And at times, I even tell y'all, like, even the part that constantly plays in my head is like when he used to beat me. And I'm using the word beat because literally a woman can't win over a man. Their strength is not that strong. I, I mean, I know mine wasn't at that time. So, um, and then he would want to turn around and have sex. Do you know? I mean, I say it, and every time I say it in my head, I just think about the times like, but I listen, it don't take me back to that place in my mind. It just helps me to understand. I'll never go through another domestic violence relationship. I'll never allow myself to be beat that way. I'll never allow myself to even stay in a relationship when I see those signs because you see signs. And when they say they're not gonna hit you again, they sorry, they promise, they're liars. They're liars. Cause it'll happen again. It'll definitely happen again. Like I told y'all, I was in a relationship with this guy for darn 9.5 years. The first 3 years was amazing. Amazing. When I tell you he won me over, he won me over. After that, then that's when the abusiveness start to come in. Um, I don't know, like I don't want to really say because I really don't know what was going through his mind, but it was like a change just took over him. And in the midst of the change taking over him, it was like he directed his anger towards me. So everything that he messed with or didn't go right for him, he took it out on me. So, and at times I was even afraid to talk to him, like even have conversation. Like, I don't know, should I say, hey, how's your day? If he gonna snap on me or so. I didn't know at that time. Hold on. Holding on to grudges only stagnates your growth. It blocks your vision, your true purpose, your blessings. You have to self reflect to understand why and how you end up in the same situation over and over again, always attracting the same type of people. Learn to love yourself in order to attract the love you desire. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to that's important too. Learning to love yourself so you would know how what love really feels like because can't nobody love you like you. I don't You could be in a relationship and it could be going well and things do go wrong, but can't nobody love you like you. Absolutely. I feel like that too now, beautiful, that I understand it a little bit more. But when I was going through it, I didn't know. I just was like, well, God, well, why he gotta beat me? Or why am I going through this? Or, at that time I really didn't know what was going on. But now that I'm able to talk about it and I have a different look on things, I understand a little bit. And I had to realize it was something that he was going through. It was demons that he was fighting. So, mhm. Oh, on my Facebook, it was Tina Valdez. Yep, yep. So, we got to learn to love ourselves. We got to learn to let things go. We got to learn to forgive people so that we can continue to be blessed even bigger and be have more abundance than what we have because we do block our blessings when we hold grudges or we have a little bit of hatred on our hearts or just not letting things go for real, not letting things go. And it's very imperative that we, again, I always say we, this is French because it's me too, learn to allow things to let go and just allow things to work itself out. Allow things to work itself out. And you got to always remember to pray to whatever it is, whomever it is that you pray to. Somebody use your tools. Like my friend Fast said, she got on and she said, everybody has tools. So we have to learn to use our tools. What works for me, you might not think works for you. So that's why social therapy. So we put things out there amongst each other, because what one part might work for you that I said, and the other part that Beautiful might have said might work with for you as well. So we just got to learn to use the tools that we do have to overcome the things that we need to overcome. So, and that's why we talk about the affirmations. We talk about the you know the how we got to learn to pray. We talk about all of that. We got to learn to get to that certain space and place in your life where you're not allowing anything to take over what you where you're trying to go or what you're trying to do in life, for real. Because not being able to forgive, let go, or have a hatred, it hinders you from a lot of stuff. It may not look like it, but it definitely is. It will hinder you from a lot of things. It will hinder you from a lot of things. And it's sad. And you only will be able to see it once you allow yourself to let it go, remove the hatred from your heart, and forgive the ones that mistreated you, did you wrong. I mean, whatever. I don't care what kind of wrong it was, is, did, whatever. You're not going to see that it hindered you or held you back, because you don't have a clear eye view yet. So once you remove all of that and let go and let God, watch that you see that it's going to be different. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Yep. Welcome to my Glam fam. I'm here every day at 8:30. I'm only here to 9:30. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I'm only doing an hour because sometimes you don't want it to get to. I need to leave y'all in suspense. I need to keep coming back with something. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want y'all to feel like, okay, yes, we had a hi Tiffany. Yes, we had a talk yesterday, and I mean, I enjoyed the conversation that we had on yesterday. So that's why I came back today, and we touching bases on the word forgiveness again. So y'all have to understand how important it is to forgive the ones that did you wrong, harmed you. I'm telling you, because it hinders you. It definitely hinders you. And when you let go of that, the hatred, the envy, the hate, whatever it is that you have on your heart, and I promise you, you're going to have much more abundance than you already have. See, God keeps blessing you because he's waking you up, and he's allowing you to see that you're here for a purpose, but you have not yet really seen the purpose, because you got a blockage. So once you let that go, you'll be able to see that, hey, this what I was missing. This what I was missing. So you got to learn to let it go. Mecca, you still there? Cause I'm really trying to crack you. I'm really trying to crack you so we can understand that you gotta learn to let it go. You gotta learn to let it go. And if you don't do it for you, you gotta do it for your son. Cause sometimes it becomes generational, and you don't want to feel like that's what you want to do. For real. Hi Hazizi. Hi Tip. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Tip. Hazizi, we talking about forgiveness. Hazizi, you said this is the one right here, so it kind of did something to me, so I needed to stay right there. Okay, I needed to stay right there. So, yep. So if I can't tell you how many people may have said so many, hey, tay tay, so many. Even when the people, when people talk bad about you or have negative things to say about you, guess what? You try to get the good out of it. If you would have caught me a couple of years ago, I probably would have wanted to cuss you out, call your phone, do all this. You know what I'm saying? But now, guess what? Some things don't even need to be addressed. Some things don't even need to be addressed. And for what? For what? For what? You just because you allowing it to take your peace. You allowing it to take your. I don't want nobody to take my peace. I don't want nobody to take my joy. Generational curses. I'm working on that now for real. Tiffany, it don't happen overnight. It's a progress. It's you because you gotta learn to you got to learn to put things in step formation, because like everybody say, it's levels to it. So we got to take the first step, like I told Mecca yesterday. You got to take the first step, and somebody stated that you got to forgive yourself first. No, Mecca, you didn't do nothing wrong because you was a child, so you didn't ask to go through what you went through. So you got to learn to let it go from their side, and then learn to love yourself for what you went through, because that's what made you who you are today. And you're still growing, and for you to grow, you got to learn to let it go. You do. Tiffany, you got this. You got this, Tiffany. Trust me, you got this. You got this. Generational curse can be broken. Never allow nobody to say that they can't be broken. They can be broken, because it's within you as the person. You have to be able to say, hey, what I went through, I'm not going to allow my children to go through. What I did, I'm not going to allow my children to do. So you have to say it. So whatever you put out in the universe is going to come back to you. So if you speak positivity come back. So if that's just like me, oh yeah, well, I ain't got no clients this week, so this ain't well. But guess what? I got five. I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have five. Hello. So you have to speak things over your life that you want to prosper. So power of the life. Power of life lies in the tongue. So you speak life or death. So a dead situation can rise if you speak into it. So you have to be able to speak these things over you and your life. You have to be able to say, this is what I am going to do. This is what I am doing. So if you speak these things, I promise you, watch God work. Watch you work. Absolutely. Let go and let God. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hazizi, you off work today? I'm happy to have you here. I haven't seen you in a long time. For all my new listeners, welcome to Glam Fam. I'm here every night at 8:30. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. Before I get on, I'll be like, God, just let my tongue flutter. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. But because we talked about forgiveness yesterday, and it really touched me, so I said, you know what? I'm going to stay right there. Somebody that's going to come on today need to hear exactly what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to stay right there. I'm going to stay right there. So yeah. So even if we talking about something on Monday or Tuesday and we go back, it's okay. It's okay. Somebody new might be listening that might need to hear us again. Our mess becomes a message to somebody. Our test becomes a testimony to somebody. So don't never think what you going through that you're the only one going through it. Somebody that is listening or might have a friend that is going through something. Trust me, they're gonna get the word. They're gonna get it. They definitely gonna get it. They definitely gonna get it. Hey Angel, how are you? They're definitely gonna get it. So I'm happy that everybody thus far is doing well. Um, is it anybody want to come on and talk to me? Azizi, how about you? Want to come on and talk to me? Y'all know I do all the talking. I like it when y'all interact with me. I like it when y'all come on and talk. This is Land Fam. This is no judge zone. We don't judge nobody. We do social therapy. Everybody needs social therapy. We need to socialize amongst each other. We need to allow it to be allow the socialness to be able to help somebody. Again, my mess, your mess becomes a message to somebody. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, 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 yes. Nobody want to talk to me? Beautiful. I know, beautiful always got me. But beautiful is always. I don't want to. Beautiful. I'm on live. Yes. Hi, B3 Marie. How are you? Today we're talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness. It's emotional pain of anger, hate, hurt, resentment, bitterness. Oh, bitterness. Hey, Trey. Hey. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. We said that. It don't mean you gotta forget. It means you don't it's still in your mind, it's still in your head, it's still in your head. Hey, Barry. It's still in your head, but you have to be able to forgive the people that harmed you. Is listen, I mean that y'all need to know this. We're gonna keep. I'm gonna keep embedding this into my glam fam because I need them to understand forgiveness is the key. Forgiveness is the key. It's definitely the key. It's the key. It's the let's say forgiveness is the key for winning. We're gonna use forgiveness is the key for winning. Beautiful. Type that. Forgiveness is the key for winning. Because you can't win when you have hatred and animosity, hurt and resentment in your heart. Guess why? Because you blocking your blessing. You can't elevate yourself to the next level because you at a standstill. Because guess why? Because God feels as if you can't handle the next level because you still angry with this person. So if I elevate you to level 12 and you on 10, and when you get to 12, somebody might do something way more worse than that. Way more worse than that. But I need to make sure that you're able to understand that you can handle this when you get there. So you have to be able to understand if he takes you to that place, he needs you to stay in that space. So you can't stay in that space when you get to that place because guess what? You haven't learned how to forgive people. You got to learn how to forgive people. You got to not allow people to steal your peace or your joy. You that's very important. That's very, very, very important. Trust me. Trust me. I mean, it's very. I mean, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep on saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. Um, um. Listen. Listen, Linda. Listen. Hello. Yes, we have no live. We have to lift each other up and encourage each other daily. We learn from each other's experience and are able to gain the strength we need to move forward and the realization that we're not alone. Absolutely. Absolutely. And once we learn that and understand that, then we feel as if that um we're able to talk about certain things. And that's why I said to Mecca yesterday, write things down. If you feel as if you can't talk to people about certain things, journal it, write it down. Sometimes writing letters or writing it out, it helps. It helps. It helps a lot. It definitely helps a lot. It helps a lot. It helps a lot. And we gotta it's just it's levels to it. We gotta learn it. We gotta definitely learn it. We gotta learn it. We gotta learn it. We gotta learn it. We gotta learn it. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hello. Yes. Forgiveness is the key to winning. Yes. Forgiveness is the key to winning. Thank you for allowing God to use you and bringing this message to who need it. Oh, you welcome. I appreciate my Glam fam. I do. I do. My YouTube viewers, my Facebook viewers, my IG viewers. I appreciate everybody. I do. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the ones that are faithful, the ones that log on every day, the ones that support me as much as they do. I appreciate you guys, even the ones that it's their first time, my listeners, my viewers. I appreciate everybody because guess what? Glam Fam is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because guess what? Because my mess becomes a message. So you talking about it to somebody, they talking about it to somebody. So guess what? Word of mouth is always the best. Because you heard, yeah, send them my way. It's okay. Listen, I'm not a preacher. I'm not an evangelist. I'm not a minister. I'm Candace. I can only speak on me. I can only we can only have social therapy about things that I've been through, things that you've been through, because my mess, your mess becomes a message. Can't nobody expose me like me. So if I get on here and tell all my business or say it's okay, because I'm at that point where it's okay for me. Guess what? It's definitely okay for me. It's okay for me. And I'm not afraid because me talking about certain things that I've been through in life is actually helping me to get over a lot of the things that I've been through. So it works for me. It works for me. It definitely works for me. Mm-hmm. It too. Mm-hmm. Yes. Doo doo. Laura Drew. You be. I'm trying to put a face with your name, and I have not yet did that. I really haven't. But you're such a sweet spirit. I mean, you always give me words of encouragement. You always like my pictures. I mean, you're such a sweet spirit, and I need to say that because I see you here in my life. I see you here with the Glam Fam tonight, and I seen you the other night and the night before that. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I thank you. I thank you. Always listen. It's always important for me. Invite and share because you never know who you might share it with that might need to hear this message or might need to hear the message that we're speaking on that night. Whether it's one sentence that they just needed to hear and it was confirmation for them. Guess what? We did what we needed to do. Lovely Tay Tay. Hey Tay Tay. Yes. Hey Tay Tay Roy, where you been, girl? I ain't seen you in a long time. I'm your cousin. Where you from, girl? Oh my goodness. I didn't know I was your cousin. I've learned to forgive my father for his shortcomings and not being present in my life and missing out on a lot of the things growing up. I resented his shortcomings, but learned to forgive him. Absolutely. Hazizi, and listen, let's talk about this. Hazizi. I am Zizi. Her and I have been friends since we were little. Um, Hazizi is a childhood friend of mine, so I kind of understand where she's coming from because my dad wasn't in my life either. But um, I had to learn how to forgive him too as well. Hazizi, what I want to say is to you is when we were growing up, your mom was like a mom to me because her strength was so she showed me strength like, oh, look at Sherry, I want, you know what I'm saying, she was strong like my mother, you know, raising the girls without, you know, their dad or whatever. um Sometimes our parents, and I'm gonna talk about my dad, and but you're gonna understand where I'm coming from. Sometimes our parents make wrong choices and they put other things before their children. And then eventually, when they realize it, it's kind of too late because you can't make up for the time that you lost. We can only try and pick up from where you know what I'm saying, from where we at. But when it gets to a point, it's like for me, my dad used to if I call him, I used to just whatever call him, and he used to say little stuff. Ooh, girl, who you talking to? Uh, and I say, ooh, I'm grown. I'm not a kid anymore. One time, me, my mom, my sisters, we went down to the family reunion, and my dad, we had stopped by my grandmother's house, and my dad was there. So my grandmother had made us breakfast. My mom, my little sister Samira, we was there, and my dad came in and he said, I said something. We had a conversation, and I was saying something, and he was like, "Girl, I beat your ass." I said, now that you won't do. Now that you won't do. I wish you would. Don't you know I probably would have fought him? I probably would have broke his face inside out if he would have thought he would have put his hands on me. But I had to remember, like, okay, Candy, like, and here go my mama. Just be quiet. I want him to try it. Girl, because you know you would have jumped him with me. But, but I had to forgive him for that was anger because he wasn't around. And because he wasn't around, I felt like you ain't telling me what to do. Like, this ain't that. We ain't doing that. Like, I don't gotta listen to you. So that was my anger and the animosity that I had towards him. But when I learned how to forgive and learned the importance of what forgiveness can do for you, then I said, you know what? Let me let it go. I wasn't going to even go to his funeral. I promise you I wasn't going to go to his funeral. But I had forgave him already. So guess what? I went to the funeral. I went to the funeral. I went to the funeral. And I went by myself because my mom couldn't go. I handled it like a pro. I did really well, y'all. I did really well. I didn't cuss nobody out. I didn't fight. I didn't, I did really well. Like I did really well. I was proud of myself. I was definitely proud of myself. Yeah, but Hazizi, I understand where you're coming from when you say you had to forgive your dad. I had to forgive mine too. I definitely had to forgive mine. I had to forgive mine because he wasn't there. Remember, we was in Jersey. My dad was in Florida, still in Florida. So it's kind of like when him and my mom went through whatever they went through. My mom moved us here. Well, not here because I'm in Atlanta. My mom moved to New Jersey, and like I said, I was Florida birthed me, Jersey raised me. So I used to go back and forth to Florida with my auntie and then my mom. So and then I just got tired. Like I don't want to go back to that place. No way. The sunflower seeds was my favorite. They used to bribe me with sunflower seeds. Oh, you give me some sunflower seeds. I don't even want to eat dinner. I'm gonna eat some sunflower seeds. They used to bribe me with sunflower seeds. Then I got older, like, you ain't bribing me no more. I don't want the sunflower seeds. My mama can buy me some sunflower seeds. I'm not coming. I'm not coming. But yeah, I had to learn to forgive my dad for a lot of the stuff that he did. And then also, guess what? My dad had kids after me. And he was living with you understand? So now it's like, okay, so what about me? I'm the oldest and you got about 25, 45 more kids after me. And get what? You raising these kids like you don't even know me. But it was okay though. It wasn't okay at first. So let me say that. I hated him. Ooh, ooh. And I hate is a word that I hate using. But at that time, ooh, I wanted to, ooh. But guess what? I had to learn to forgive him because that was, I don't know, with God, that's what he had, I had to go through. That's what it was. But when I learned to forgive my father, I was okay with how he handled me. Let's say handled how he handled me or the whatever I went through with him. Because my mom did an amazing job. My mom did. She was mommy and daddy. My mom did an amazing job. And hands up to my mom. My mom did an amazing job. Hands up to my stepdad. Hands up. But my mom was the winner. My mom definitely was the winner, and it was like she never talked bad about him. She never, my mom never would say, "Oh, the hell with your dad," or "He ain't did." She never talked bad. My mom used to allow me to see things on my own, so I can be the judge of why this is, you understand. So she never put it in my head like, well, don't. My mom used to push me towards Florida, like go be with your dad's family or She never talked bad about him. She always gave him the kudoodles, even when he didn't deserve it. She would, you understand? So, and then I had to learn things on my own. And when I learned things on my own, it was like, okay, mom, enough is enough. Like, I'm not doing this no more. Like, I can't. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more. My father was beating on. My father was beating on. He's not responsible, hesitating to paralyzed on his left side, had 3 brain surgery and still in the hospital. I'm there taking care of everything. Listen, hey Azizi, that's what you were supposed. That's what you supposed to do. Listen, cause listen, Cool Breeze, cause Cool Breeze know when all else failed, he ain't had nobody else like you and Quadrilla. He knew, but Cool Breeze had to understand. Hey, honey, he had to understand that. See, it takes tragic to get people to understand who's for them and who's not, who's with them and who's against them. And it's sad to say it, but that's how it happens. It definitely happens that way. It definitely happens that way. Tragedy happens so that it either pulls you closer to people, closer to God, closer to whomever it is that you pray to, believe in. So it's sad, but see, I promise you, Cool Breeze in his mind, he's probably thinking that if I would have done right by my children, how would my life turned out? So don't beat them down, Hazizi. Don't beat Cool Breeze down. Yeah, listen, you supposed to be right there taking care of your daddy, right there, right there, because that you forgave him. Because if you didn't forgive him, guess what? You wouldn't be where you are right now taking care of him. Listen, they was always team Cool Breeze. Even Hazizi, I mean, we used to see Hazizi daddy on Burger Street drunk as a skunk. Hazizi gonna pull over. Hey, da da da. She reckoned she called her daddy out, and I loved it because she still acknowledged who her dad was, even though Cool Breeze was doing his ones and twos. If Aziz said come to that house and do X, Y, and Z, Cool Breeze was right there. Cool Breeze was right there. Yes, it's hard, but I know this is what God want me to do. Absolutely, it's definitely hard. It's definitely hard. It's hard because you're still learning to forgive him. You're still at that point of forgiving him. You see, so you trying to weigh the forgiveness and the bitterness that you have on your heart, but let the forgiveness overpower the bitterness, because guess what, your blessing shall come. It's gonna come down. It's definitely gonna come because you doing what God wants you to do. You doing what God wants you to do. Yes, yes. You doing what God wants you to do. Hmm. You absolutely doing what God wants you to do. And I promise you, when it's all said and done, when it's all said and done, you gonna reap the reward. And it's not that that you should be expecting a reward. It's because when you forgive and release the hatred and the bitterness and the hurt off of your heart, and it's like a weight lifted up off of you, and because God see that you forgave your dad, and you doing basically you was home, you taking care of him right now. You didn't have to do that. You could have had still to this day so much hatred and hurt on your heart, like, oh, I'm not doing that, he wasn't there for me when I was a kid. You could have thought that, but because God doesn't allow you to, not is not allowing you to think like that, you put your best foot forward. Azizi, I commend you for that. I absolutely commend you for that. Absolutely. 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 Hmm. Hmm. Yep. You doing good, girl. You doing good. Tell Cool Breeze I say, hey. Hey, Cool Breeze. Hey, Dina, you joined me tonight. How you feeling? Are you okay? Yes. But yes, forgiveness is the key to winning. Forgiveness is the key to winning. Yes, it is. Forgiveness is definitely the key to winning. Yes, I did think that. I'm not going to lie, but I couldn't react on my thoughts. Absolutely. Because sometimes if we react on our thoughts, guess what? It takes us in a worse place than we think that we already are. So sometimes we have to know that, hey, I gotta think this one through. I gotta be able to figure this one out. And once listen, because sometimes I used to just not think about something before I did it, and I just and guess what? And I'll be like, damn, why did I do that? Because now I gotta do da-da-da. Yeah, so now, before I make any moves, I'll be like, walk me through this one. Walk me through this one. So I have to talk to myself and I have to explain to myself, like, hey, think about this before you do this. Or you got to think about the repercussions. You got to think about what will come next after the fact, or So now that I've got older and my way of thinking is much different, I think about things before I do them. I do. I have to think about them before I do them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, you are definitely blessed. You are definitely blessed. Yes. Hazizi, I'm so proud of you that you shared your story with us tonight. I wish you would have logged on with me and talked about it verbally, because it works. It feels better that way when you talk about it. But some people are shy. I can't say hey Azizi. Some people are shy. Some people are shy. Right, Azizi. I know you're shy. That's why I didn't even try to even say, come on. Yeah. Yes. But again, listen, your mess becomes a message to somebody, because I have a young lady that's listening. Her name is Mecca, and I was trying to get her yesterday. She got on and she briefly gave us a little bit about some of the things that she's been through in her life. You shot too, Tiffany. She briefly gave us a little bit of the story that of some of the things that she went through in her life as a child. And she said that it was her birth mom and then the lady that raised her. So she did forgive her birth mom for giving her up um in the system. And she said she's still working on, or trying to get to the point to forgive the lady. The topic is forgiveness, Dina. Is at the bottom. Forgiveness is the key to winning. And she's learning or trying to get to the point to forgive her adopted mother. So she stated that when her mom gave her up to the system, meaning foster care, and the lady, when she said she went to a few foster homes, and then when she finally got to one foster home, and then the family adopted her, um, she thought that she was in a home that was going to protect her, make her feel safe, and it wasn't that home for her. So she went through a lot in the home that with the family that adopted her, with the mom that adopted her. And so she's still at a point where she's trying to grasp that in her life and understand that a lot of things happen for a reason. So you either get the lesson or the blessing, like I told her yesterday. You learned the lesson out of it. Now, what's the blessing out of it? Because you're still here. Your purpose is what? Your purpose is what? Because it could be somebody else that is going through the same thing that might need to hear your story. So um absolutely. So and when she explained it to us on yesterday. So she's still learning how to. She said she haven't spoke to the adopted mom yet about it, or how she felt about it, or the things that she went through with the adopted mom. So what I told her to do was journal first, write it down, release it off your chest first, write it down, write it down. And sometimes even if you got to write her a letter, because sometimes people don't know how to speak verbally because they choke up, and so they forget what they want to ask you because they trying to hold the tears inside, and they try to hold uh the anger and everything else inside and try to talk to you, so it doesn't come out or off how it should, or you forget some things that you want to say. So write it down, write a letter. So I told her one day when she gets the courage, she can share her full story with you guys. And you never know, somebody that's listening might have went or experienced the same thing. Tiffany, that'd be so sad to hear. I can't imagine my parents being in this situation and giving me up. I grew off love, not survival. And I can only imagine how I feel growing up off survival. Absolutely. Listen, I didn't grow up off survival. I grew up off of love, but I know a lot of people that did grow up off of survival. Again, my grandmother, um, her house was an open door. I'm gonna say that because my grandmother had foster children, and when I tell you, um, a lot of the children that came in and out of my grandmother house, we became family too as well. Um, so I seen a lot of different. What's the word I want to use? A lot of different nationalities. I seen a lot of different personalities, a lot of different things because my grandmother had an open door. If you come to my grandmother and you tell her you ain't got nowhere to stay, and get what? Got a place to stay at Johnny house. So that's the type of family that we had, and it was my cousin Faith, and my cousin Angelia, and like we were the three cousins, but in the midst of us being the three cousins, we had about 25, 35 foster kids, but they all became my family because guess what? My grandmother adopted the majority of them because she didn't want them to go out in the street and do whatever it is that they would do or still turned out to do. But it is what it is, and I appreciate them. I do. I love them. I love them to death. I do. I wonder, do a foster child grow up numb after moving from place to place? Absolutely. And listen, hey Mecca, maybe you can answer this question if you're still on. Tiffany said she wondered if a foster child grow up numb after moving from place to place. Hey, me. Yes, Denny, you was definitely adopted by my grandmother. You definitely was adopted. My grandmother adopted all my friends, all my cousin friends. Everybody came over. Everybody was, and don't tell her you ain't eat. Oh my, you gonna eat there? Mecca, are you still here? I don't know if Mecca's still here. But that's a good question, Tiffany. That's definitely a good question. I don't know. Maybe I can ask her and 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 we can figure it out. I don't know because I don't know what it is to feel like to be in a foster home. You understand what I'm saying? I adopted three kids and make sure they grow up on love. Absolutely. Hazizi, you know the basement. You know the basement. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Farrah used to run away from home and come to my grandma's house. And I used to run away from home and go up the street to Hazizi or Farrah house. And guess what? My mom and them used to come knock on the door and tell my tell her come outside. I'd be like, how you know I'm here? They be like, you ain't going nowhere else. Mhm. And guess what? And I guess what? Because my grandmother didn't want me to didn't let us go out. So I said, I'ma just act bad and I'ma just run away because I'm going to the Eleganza that night. Hey, Azizi, you know. Hey. Yes. But yeah, I appreciate all my life lessons. Um, that's what made me who I am today. I appreciate everything that I've been through in my life. I always, and this is my thing. You either gonna get the lesson or the blessing, and I always get the lesson out of it, and I make sure I get the blessing out of it because it makes me a much better person. When I look back over my life and a lot of the things that I went through, I kind of I'm okay with it. I'm definitely okay with it because I know I went through certain things for a reason. I went through certain things to build my character and my strength. That's what made me who I am today. So I'm going through a lot of things in life allowed me to build my character and my strength, and that's what made me who I am today. So that's why, again, that forgiveness is the key to winning. I'm telling you, y'all have to learn to forgive. Y'all got to learn to release the hatred, release the hurt, the bitterness off of your chest. It's I mean, when I tell you, it's going to bring much more abundance to what you're trying to do and the life you're trying to live. It's amazing. It definitely is amazing. It definitely is an amazing feeling. And listen, I wasn't always there, so I'm not gonna get on here and say, yeah, because I never hated nobody, or I wouldn't. I would be a liar if I tell you that. And listen, I'm going to say I had to learn how to forgive. I had to get to this point. I wasn't always at this point, but because God took me from a different place in the space and allowed me to do things differently, I got this forgiveness right here. Hey, Andati, I got this forgiveness right here. Absolutely, 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 absolutely. Hey, 2A. Mm-hmm. Listen, I told y'all 9:30 is 9:39, 9:35. Absolutely. You don't have to keep being bothered with people. You can forgive them and just let go, move on. Just you know how to deal with them. Just stay away from them. Because guess what? You don't want to block your blessing if you still holding on to grudges or not forgiving people for their wrongful doing on the things that they did to you. So yes, forgive them and listen. You cross me one time. Now I might give you two or three chances, and guess what? After that, it is what it is. I'm not. I can't allow you to put me in that place anymore because forgiveness is the key for winning. Listen. You have to learn to forgive the people that hurt you, did you wrong, mistreated you. Because guess what? For elevation to your next level, you putting a hinder on things that where you need to be because you blocking it. You blocking it. They come baggage. Absolutely. And I don't want no extra baggage because I already got, my own stuff going on. And I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to, you know, that's all I'm saying. Sean, thanks for joining me. Aisha, hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. Glam fam. This is Glam Talk every night at 8:30. I'm here, y'all. I'm here. Yesterday we talked about forgiveness because it did such a thing to me and it touched me in a different place. I started to I continue to talk about it today. Listen, I told y'all from 8:30 to 9:30 is 9:37. So I'm actually a little behind, but okay. I don't know if anybody else have anything else to say. Dina, Sean, Aisha, y'all just logged in. Um, is there anything that Hazizi, are you done talking? Is there anything anybody else have to say before I sign out? Before I sign out, and and I'll see you tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow I got a real busy day. Actually, tomorrow I probably, if I log in, it's probably gonna be for about 30 minutes. I have a birth. It's a lot of people birthdays in March. Oh my! I got a birthday dinner to attend tomorrow. The dinner starts at 9. Yes, the dinner starts at 9. So I'm probably not gonna log on for a long time tomorrow. So I will be on at 8:30, and then I'm gonna be on for about maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, and then. But I'm still gonna log on because I love my glam fam. I love my glam fam. I do, I do, I do. And I appreciate everyone that logged in, listened, interacted with the conversation, gave their input, thoughts. Hazizi, I appreciate you. Everybody else, hello, hello, hello. Love all my kids joined. Girl, I love all my kids too, girl. um, yes, but y'all have a safe night. I love everybody. I love my Glam fam, my IG viewers, listeners, my Glam fam, my Facebook, my YouTube viewers. I love everybody. I love Frenchie. You're late. It's okay. I love you. I love you, Joe. I love you. Um, I do. I love everybody. But I am logging off because I was on at 8:30 today. So I told you 8:30 to 9:30. Um, so, again, God bless y'all. Good night. Remember, forgiveness is the key to winning. Forgiveness is the key for winning. Forgiveness is the key for winning. I'm telling you, you have to learn to forgive. You have to learn to forgive. I appreciate everybody. Good night and God bless.